Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Elizabeth. I am a medium, divine channeler, remote spirit extractor, white witch, and divine alchemist, and I also happen to be a divine twin flame on the path of ascension. Thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed to the channel, who leave me comments. I really do appreciate it. I'm so glad that this channel is helping you. It's clarifying things for you, helping you to move more within a flow with your ascension journey, with your twin flame journey. It's been amazing to be here of service. And if you are new to the channel, hopefully you'll become a subscriber. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you don't miss a thing. So just before I start, I'm going to be away from July 1st to the 5th. So I'm taking a vacation, well-needed vacation. So I will not be here on the 4th. So I just wanted to mention that. And also the second announcement is that I will be continuing now Spirit Extractions. Sometimes I stop and go with that because of the cosmic events, but I will be picking that back up again to help out with those of you who have situations that are interfered with. You have attachments, there's possessions, there's things that are really not helpful in your home, in your space, at the soul level. I tend to look at the different cases that you send me. I can't help everyone, but I try my best to go with my team with the guidance as to which case I really need to assist with. But I am really happy to provide with you with prayers, rituals, and things that can help you regardless of whether I step in or not. So I also have the reading sessions available, theparanormalpriestess.com. Just go to that. I also have light language healing sessions. The readings that I do are very different from what's out there, from what I hear. I don't use any cards. It's all straight mediumship and channeling. We get into a lot of details, guys, a lot. So anything and everything that's related to your ascension journey, your twin flame journey, things like your gifts, we really literally can talk about almost any subject. It really depends on what your team brings up as main priority. And whatever I can do to help you, if I can give you some tools, give you some prayers, things to work with, it's a really nice accompaniment to what we find out within the reading session. So it's a 1-hour session, by the way. Go to theparanormalpriestess.com, and I also have my social media, my Twitter and my Facebook as of now. So just go to the description below for that information. Also, too, if you are looking to inquire about a reading or inquiring about a service, I do need to check in with my team to make sure it's a vibrational match. And if so, then you can go ahead and purchase, and we schedule by email. And if you are inquiring, please don't do so on social media. I need everything to be through my contact page on my website. So it comes right to my email all in one place. So please do not try to ask about services or try to inquire about services on, like, say, Facebook or Twitter or any of that, okay? And now we're going to get on to our messages. These are going to be for July. So I'm here every week if you are new, usually on Sundays. But I like to do a forecast, a channeled forecast for the month, just to see what we have in store for us, what is for us to know, how can we work with it better, what clarity. It's all about staying present, staying within the flow of what we're experiencing. I know I've heard from so many of you, and it's been the same thing with me, that it's been very rough, especially lately. The solstice energies, the supermoon energies were really heavy duty. And there was some major shifting that came from that. So I know, I hear you. Getting into the July messages, we are definitely going to be having a lighter, brighter energy from what I understand. We are going to be stepping into more of our sovereign power, which is great. Stepping into our sovereign power and having more of a realization of who we are, why we're here, what we're meant to do, and having a sense of how do I move forward, my gifts, my talents, my abilities. A lot of clarification with this. And this definitely extends to the Divine Masculine. So I know a lot of the Divine Feminine watch the channel. The Divine Masculines are doing fantastic. If you missed the Divine Masculine update that I did with Archangel Michael, definitely go back and take a look with that. There was an urgent message about the solstice energies and how that has been affecting the Divine Masculine. So the Divine Masculines are being reinstated. They are realizing so many things about themselves. They are saying no to things that no longer serve. They've had so much introspection. They're still going through the introspection, clearing of the shadow, reintegration of their shadow, where they are retaining the lessons and the growth. They're realizing that they have so much more to give, and they're realizing that it's not about mere survival anymore. It's not about keeping up with that false mask or false identity and keeping up with the false matrix, a lot of fakeness, right? A lot of falsity, a lot of distortion. They're realizing, okay, I really do want to feel fulfilled inside. How do I do that? What do I need to give to myself? I know that I need to be more gentle with myself. I need to give to myself. I need me time. I need to say no to some people, no to some things, that sort of thing. And that's really important. And that extends to the Divine Feminine too. So this is a huge time from what I received of power. Okay, stepping into sovereign power. A lot of the not good enoughs, a lot of the self-worth issues, a lot of the self-value issues, a lot of that has come up. We have been going through all those layers, peeling it away like an onion. And because we've been doing so much of that work and it's been so accelerated, we've been having so many of these big cosmic events supporting us in our efforts, we are now in a better place of strength, and our core strength of saying, okay, this is who I am, and I'm not compromising it for anyone or anything. And I'm now willing to be brave enough to be who I am in the world. Now, this is going to extend out to sharing your truth. This could get a little scary for some people because of different lifetimes and dimensions where we have done that and did not go well. But let me say this. You are so needed right now. You are so needed. The divine forces are guiding you to express who you are, express your truth, even if it's not accepted, even if people don't agree, even if people call you names or insult you or whatever it is, but to not allow that to dim your light and throw you out of your alignment. Just allow yourself to be who you are, because this is going to really be such a light within the world. All of our lights make this beautiful, beautiful, huge flame burst of light. I also received that we are going to be more in the unity consciousness of extending to all the collective. In other words, we are feeling not alone on the journey as much as we did. We are feeling that, okay, we're all together on this. We're all affected by this. We're all here for each other. And that's a beautiful thing, and it's really, really true. I know so many starseeds, so many angelics often feel abandoned, they feel neglected, they feel out of place growing up. A lot of that work I'm sure that you've had to do. But there is a much greater sense now after working on self-worth and working on abandonment issues and self-value that, okay, I'm feeling now a lot more powerful within myself, within my truth, feeling it in the core of my being, and that solar plexus. And I understand now the union, what union is. That union extends out to everyone, and that we're all a part of source energy, all living things. Think of the Jedi, we're connected, like the Force is connected to all living things, and we are also more in union with our higher selves, our I Am Presence, as well as Source. And all of this really helps the twin flame connection, because you need to have that really there. That it's all about, there's the union within, the temple within. Having that, embodying that, and realizing there is this entire collective that we're also unifying with too. And so many starseeds and angelics are out there, and even like with this channel, I think it's just a really beautiful way of people to understand that they're not alone and that there are power in numbers and that we are fully supported by with our efforts by the divine, that there is divine orchestration for our ascension, the ascension of the planet, and that we can relax into that and trust the flow and trust the journey more with that consciousness. So it's all about consciousness, and we're really getting there. That's what I'm getting. Like July is really bringing that in, of that trust, that flow, that power, that truth. And how do I extend my light out? How do I express that? I also am getting that a lot of you will be doing the expression of your light through writing. Some of you will be blogging, some of you will be posting, some of you will be writing books. I am writing a book. I don't know when it's going to be complete. I'm working on the first draft, but I am very guided to share my story. So I will, let you know about that when the time is right. As far as, when it will be out. But so many of you are going to be sharing things about yourself, maybe a lot of the heartache, a lot of the hard times and the challenges and obstacles that you've been through. And not only is it going to bring you into more of your empowerment, it's going to empower the collective. It really, really is. And for those of the people out there that don't understand it, that it's not for them, they're not conscious, don't let that stop you. Okay, so it's speaking your truth and being within your truth and expressing your truth even when you have odds against you. And that's when you know you're a true warrior, when you have some odds against you, you have some pushback, but you're still willing to stay within your truth, stay within your alignment. So just remember that. So I know that one of the big subjects that came up for July was manifestation, abundance. So a lot of you are having some issues with money, right? Money is the root to all evil, right? We've heard that before. Many of us, right, have had some interesting fallouts with how we feel about money. So we have our own personal belief systems on that. I'm not good enough for money. I don't deserve money. Why, I don't have any right to have a lot of money when other people are suffering. Thoughts of lack, beliefs of lack, stories of lack. I don't have enough. What happens if there isn't enough? Maybe they won't be enough. And a lot of those are passed down through the bloodlines. Okay, it's to realize that. But there is a broader scope to this that was brought to my attention through the channeling, that it's really important to understand and work through clearing this. So money, in fact, is a spiritual tool. It really, really is. And it's what it is about money throughout history is that it's been handled in a very negative way. So there has been a lot of control with money. And before I get into some of that control, it's to really understand that there are legions of angels, according to Archangel Michael, legions of angels that are working to bring up or reveal, bring to the surface a lot of the dark manipulation. Like 2020, really, it was this revealing, right, of things that have been dark in nature. The same thing with money, and it's to realize that a lot of that money, there are a lot of dark hidden agendas, dark groups and things like that have kind of remained in the background that have been having the control. And so when we are connecting with money or manifesting money, it's that energy that doesn't quite resonate right because of just how that cash flow has been handled, dark tech involved in that too. A lot of the dark groups, a lot of the dark grids, a lot of the dark agendas that have controlled and manipulated money, even like bank accounts and the computer systems and the files and all these different things. Things like, look at the dollar bill. There's There's no hiding that the Illuminati, behind that. And to realize that so many of us starseed angelics have come across a lot of these dark groups and agendas through different timelines and dimensions when we lived in their control. So we have to think back to Atlantean civilization, and what went wrong there, how we really dropped into the 3D. And it was because of so much of the manipulation from a dark occults, like dark magicians, all of that type of thing. So Luciferian culture, satanic culture, different dark rites and things, dark Luciferian culture, a lot of that still finds its way through things like big companies and celebrity culture. It still has its influence in there, right? It's up for us to realize that we can disconnect ourselves from those grids. We can clear those cords, hooks, threads, ribbons that are still connected to these types of things. They can be dissolved. And whatever agreements, contracts, vows, promises, and things that we have taken, other lifetimes, other timelines, and all of that, that we can release those. We can revoke those. And so when this money comes in, when we do affirm that prosperity coming, we'll have a better resonance with it, and we'll have that abundance flow or that cash flow come in. It'll be a lot cleaner rather than having a tainted energy to it. So this is really important to understand. Again, it goes back to money is the root of all evil, but the truth is money is a spiritual tool. And abundance, it gives us freedom to do things that we love, right? It does not have to be a dark thing. It does not have to be evil. It doesn't have to be any of those things. But it's to ask yourself now what your relationship is with money. So a lot of these blocks are going to be related to the base chakra. And it's to be strong within the base chakra. Divine Feminine, be strong within your base chakra. And to ask yourself what that relationship is, and some of the thought process, the mental programming, and stories and beliefs and things that you have about money that are negative, and to realize that there is a broader picture of clearing the negative energy from money and its handling and where it's coming from, so that way you're having cleaner energy coming to you, and it's really going to help to enhance your attraction so much better. Again, there'll be a resonance there that will be much higher, much more in alignment. So I think that's really important to understand, because I know I get starseeds and angelics all the time where, they have these worries about being able to afford things and money and all that stuff, and a lot of those negative beliefs start surfacing. So definitely some food for thought, and dissolving a lot of the things that I talked about. You can do that with ultraviolet fire. You can ask the ultraviolet fire angels to strongly dissolve that. That's just a stronger version of the violet flame, the violet fire, or you can use the violet flame, violet fire. You can ask Archangel Michael too to cut you free from any of these groups, any of these dark agendas, anywhere where you're still connected with those grids, or lines, hooks, threads, and all that. And Michael will go ahead and do that for you. Just want to make sure I didn't forget anything for you guys. Divine Feminine, I do want to say this to you. You're in a much stronger place. Yes, we talked about the power that's coming into both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Switch out the gender. It's not about gender, it's about the energy. But Divine Feminine, you are doing a lot of the heart healing up of those old wounds. Healing from where you have been disappointed or have experienced betrayals, abandonments, and neglect and all of that. And that's a beautiful thing. Strongly into your goddess energy, embodying your goddess energy. And this is really helping to close the doors on the past where there's been discord within your relationship patterns, discord between yourself and your masculine too. And this is helping masculine to heal his heart, understand that he has this whole side to him, this feminine side, powerful side to him that has been neglected, and he is stepping now more into that to balance that, more into his intuition, more into feeling things, more into vulnerability. And feminine, you're in this more of a beautiful, vulnerable place now without being so guarded. And I love that, and that's why I really am getting that so many things are coming together for twin flames. I think we pretty much covered what the main things are that they told me. Archangel Michael said it's a month of coming into power. So think where, your power, your sovereignty, your creativity, your manifesting, you're speaking your truth, all of that, that's your power. And you have this enormous light that you've worked really hard for to uncover through all your inner work, and you're going to be shining a lot brighter, as well as connecting with all the other lights within the collective that are all with you, and connecting with all living things. So that's kind of like to sum up this forecast. So let me know how you related to this, if you resonate with it. Any comments, you can leave them down below. And again, theparanormalpriestess.com is the website. And I will see you guys when I get back on the 11th. So take good care, and remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Take care, and have a good rest of your day.